Hello, my fellow gamers. This is Moses with Project Baka, and in this video, I want to talk about a handheld that I recently purchased along with some games. But before we start the video, guys, I want to let you know that yes, my face is a bit swollen, and if my voice sounds a little bit weird, it's because of that. So I recently, yesterday, had some dental work done, and yeah, you know how they just get in there, beat you up, and tear things up. Yeah, this is the reason I'm swollen. So yeah. But yeah, again, I took the day off yesterday. And I actually had this local game store. It's not a GameStop or anything like that. It's a retro, mom and pop shop. It's pretty decent size and they have a good chunk of video games. But I've never been there since I lived here. It's been about 6 years that I lived here. And again, I've never been there. So I finally, said, hey, I have a Switch 1, a Switch 2. Let me go check it out. So it's about 10 minutes away from my house. So I went there and the place just wowed me. It kind of brought back memories of all these old systems. They had everything pretty much. They had PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Nintendo GameCube days, 64, all that stuff. So it kind of just brought the excitement of the little kid in me and memories of me playing that. So it was just amazing going there, and probably take a video next time to post a video of it. But again, I went there. And again, I was looking at everything. So as most of you know, I did review games as a living, as a job for a company that I'm not going to name. But again, I reviewed video games for multiple years. My focus was PlayStation and Xbox. And for me growing up, yes, I did have a PlayStation 1, but it was my brother's. He first purchased that console. We got it for Christmas. I think it was both of ours, but he played it more. My first main console was a Game Boy Color, or it might have been a regular Game Boy, a Game Boy. And yeah, I remember getting, it was a purple one. So I got that and I got a Pokemon game. And, again, I've gone through since then up until maybe 2007 is when I stopped playing Nintendo products. And that was because, at that time I was in high school and stuff like that. Then I ended up getting the job, which is, this company now reviewing video games. And again, my focus was PlayStation, Xbox, more Call of Duty stuff situation, when you're, 19, 20, all this is, your thought, and Nintendo wasn't really. But again, I still love Nintendo. I still love Mario, but I guess I never really jumped back into that. So I did that up until, I guess it was, 2018, something like that, 2019. And then, I left that, had a family, kids and stuff like that. So I recently purchased a Switch 2, and that's been my situation now. Switch 1, Switch 2, trying to catch up on my video games, especially Nintendo. So again, I went to this place. They had so many things out there, and I just got crazy. For me, my heart has always been a handheld kind of person, especially now. And yeah, it just kind of wows me to see all these, PlayStation Vita, PlayStation Portable, all that stuff. But one thing did really catch my attention, and that was the Nintendo 3DS. This is the new 3DS that was released in a Black Friday special edition Mario version. So as you see here, it's like the plate of Mario. They had it for $200 with the charger and just this itself. So they had it for $200, and I was looking at it. I've always wanted one, so I've never played it. I kind of played my friends a little bit, but not really got into really owning one ever. And I picked it up, and I'm like, gosh, this is something I really wanted that I just never had. But it was $200. I felt like it was a lot. So, they were like, oh, because it's the collector's edition for the Black Friday that was released this date, and it's the Mario plating and blah, blah, blah. So, I was like, I don't know. It just, again, 200 seems like a lot for a little handheld. So he's like, how much money you got? So I pulled out my wallet. I had $150 cash. So he's like, take it. And I'm like, you sure? He's like, yeah. So got this for $150. It came just with the charger and this itself. So please let me know if that was a good deal or not. I honestly don't check online or any of that stuff. I do like supporting my local mom and pop shops or people, that I can do business with. But again, for this one, it's in pretty good shape. There's maybe only one little scratch here in the corner, but overall the screen looks really good. Everything looks like it's almost new. So again, tell me if that was a good deal for that. So being in there, I got a little crazy looking at the games and things like that. So it kind of gave me a little, not a good deal, but a deal on some games, which, I ended up getting Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. I got this for $30. And again, at the end, they kind of brought down the price a little bit, but about $15 for all these games. But I also ended up getting Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. I ended up getting Super Smash Bros. This one was 15, so those two games were 30 each. This one was 15. Super Mario 3D World, which was also $15. Pokemon Moon for $35. I ended up getting Alpha Sapphire for $40. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon for $15. And then Mario Kart 7 for $15. So pretty much they knocked down $15 or $20 or something. I pretty much got this one for free for purchasing all these games as well, including with that. So let me know if that was actually a good purchase or not. Overall, yeah, it was a couple, maybe like $300 that I spent, maybe a little bit less. It was like two something that I spent for this, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games and a a new 3DS. So let me know. I'm kind of actually getting back into the hype of the handhelds. I did also see a PS Vita, PlayStation Portable. They had a bunch of games there as well. And I was, I do want to purchase them eventually because, again, I want to just collect the handhelds and play them all because that's something that I've always wanted to own and have, and I just never did. Now that, playing games is not a job. It's a hobby. It's a love of playing these games and enjoyment. Now again, I really want to own these consoles and play these games and actually enjoy them as a fan and not as a job. So that's pretty much all I had to talk about in this video. If you have any recommendations on any 3DS games, please let me know. They had more games there that, could have been good games. I saw Monster Hunter, so I don't know if I should get that. But if you guys can recommend something, let me know if the games that I chose to purchase are good. Which one should I play first? I did start Super Mario 3D Land, it's fun. I love it. But if you can give me a little advice about this console, what games I should purchase, which one I should focus on playing first, and things like that, that would be highly recommended. I would really appreciate that because, again, I'm enjoying buying these consoles, playing them, and just having a great feel for these things again. And yeah, again, please let me know if this was worth the price. I paid $150. Again, it seems like a lot, but I know that, when people try to give you deals, they are being nice about it, especially people here in the Midwest where, I feel like they're kind of legit when they say, hey, I got you. So, it's kind of nice because, now if this was all a good deal, I want to build a relationship with that mom and pop shop and keep purchasing from them because, they're a small company and I want to help them out. So, that's pretty much it. I went on ranting on too long, but again, thank you guys for watching. I'll be posting more videos on some of the games that I'm playing here. Some of the more systems I'm going to purchase. The next system I might purchase, I don't know. Again, PS Vita, PlayStation Portable. There's, a DS, so I can play some of the Game Boy games. I don't know. There's just so much going on in my head, and it's just so much excitement. But I want to take it a little bit, step by step, so I don't get in trouble with my wife spending a bunch of money on video games. So that's all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.